EXT, Philadelphia, city streets, early morning. The sun rises over the skyline of a city worn down by time, burden, and stories unspoken. The streets stir slowly, sirens echo, traffic hums, and people pass each other without a word. Amidst this, a man in a simple white shirt and jeans walks barefoot along the sidewalk. He watches, listens, feels. This is Jesus. He pauses in front of a church with boarded windows. A sign says, Hope Community Church. He touches the door gently. It creaks open. Dust dances in the morning light as he enters. INT. Hope Community Church, continuous. Pastor John sits alone in the pews, head bowed, Bible closed beside him. Pastor John, softly, without looking. We don't get many visitors anymore. Jesus walks down the aisle and sits beside him. Jesus, but you're still here. Pastor John looks up, surprised by the stranger's voice. Pastor John. Yeah, for now. Jesus. Faith is often quiet. Pastor John studies him. Pastor John, do I know you? Jesus. You will int, small apartment. Late morning. Sarah Walker stares at a stack of unpaid bills on her table. Her daughter, Lily, coughs in the bedroom. The kitchen is nearly bare. Sarah wipes away tears and tries to call her job again. Voicemail. She opens the fridge. 1 egg. She puts it back and sighs. A knock at the door. She hesitates. She peeks through the peephole. No one. But when she opens it, there's a paper bag. Inside, bread, apples, water, a note. He sees you. She looks around, steps into the hallway, but finds only silence. Ext City Park, afternoon. Mark Reed adjusts his camera and scribbles notes. He's covering a piece called God in the City, a sarcastic expose on lost faith. He rolls his eyes as a street preacher shouts about repentance. Mark's lens finds a man sitting peacefully on a bench watching the preacher. Mark, mind if I sit? Jesus smiles and nods. Mark sits and pulls out a recorder. Mark Contied. I'm doing a story about faith, or the lack of it. Care to give your take? Jesus. What do you believe? Mark, I believe people cling to stories when they don't have answers. Jesus, isn't that what stories are for? Mark, only if they mean something. Jesus, they do. You just stopped listening. Mark, chuckling. So what, you're the voice of God? Jesus, I've been called worse. They sit quietly. A bird lands on the bench. Jesus tears a piece of bread and sets it near. The bird eats. Mark. What's your name? Jesus. Jesus. Mark laughs. That's rich. Jesus turns to him with eyes that reflect both joy and sorrow. Mark Contied. You serious? Jesus stands and begins to walk. Mark watches him go, confused, intrigued. INT, bus station, night. Clara Miles hugs her knees on a bench. She's 17, her eyes swollen from crying. Her backpack lies open, scattered with snacks, a torn photo of her mother, and a bus ticket to nowhere. Jesus sits beside her. Jesus. Where are you headed? Clara. Away. Doesn't matter where. Jesus. It always matters. She glares at him. Clara. Why are you talking to me? Jesus. Because I was lost once too. Clara. Yeah? And did running fix it? Jesus. No. Stopping did. She says nothing. Her hand grips the photo. Jesus reaches into his shirt and offers a small wooden cross. Jesus can't keep it. When the road feels long, Clara takes it slowly. Her fingers tighten around it. Clara, thanks. Jesus stands to leave. Clara, Conti, wait, what's your name? He smiles. Jesus, Jesus. Her eyes widen as he disappears into the night crowd. INT. Hope Community Church, next morning. Pastor John prepares for another Sunday with no congregation. He stands at the pulpit, looks at the empty pews. Pastor John, Lord, I don't know if you're still here, but I'm still speaking. And if even one ear hears me, maybe that's enough. He looks up and gasps. The church is full. People of all ages sit quietly, all drawn by whispers, kindness, or an unexplained pull. Clara sits in the back, the wooden cross in hand. Sarah sits with Lily, who smiles for the first time in weeks. Mark stands in the aisle with his camera, lens down, and at the front, Jesus. He doesn't preach, he doesn't shout. He simply raises his hand. Jesus, you are loved. Silence. Jesus, Content, you are not forgotten. People begin to cry. Pastor John falls to his knees. Jesus walks down the aisle, touching shoulders, blessing hearts, healing silently. One man's cane falls as he stands straight. A woman sobs as she removes her scarf and shows her healed skin. Lily laughs as Jesus pats her head. XT, city streets, same time. A man tries to jump from a bridge. Police surround him, but he's beyond their reach. Then Jesus walks past the line, through the chaos. The man sees him, eyes lock. Jesus says nothing, only opens his arms. The man breaks into tears and climbs back down. XT. Rooftop. Sunset. Mark sits beside Jesus. Recorder forgotten. Mark, are you real? Jesus. Do you feel me? Mark. Yes. Jesus. Then I'm real. Then.